All right, everyone, here's another one. By request, someone has asked to solve number 25 from chapter 4.3. This is a really good example of a T-style question. It's pretty rough. Um, and I'm going in blind too. And so even though I made some mistakes, I think it might be a good idea. It might be a good experience for you to see someone else work through and struggle with it. And even though your thought process might not be the same as mine, it might be worthwhile to see another person's perspective. Please note that there are other ways you could solve this, I'm sure, but this is what I think might work for with whatever we covered in class. Okay, so let's get to it. Chapter 4.3 is a section on equivalent trig expressions, so cofunctions. And also see the question relates cotangent with tangent. This is not an identity, so I can use the identity. I can sort of use algebra. It's not like there's a wall between the equal signs. And so I can say if cotangent of an angle plus tangent of an angle equals 0, I can safely say that the value of cotangent 4c minus pi over 4 is going to be equal to the negative of tangent of 2c plus pi over 4. Right? And again, because they are correlated, the angle here and the angle here are going to have some relationship of pi over 2. It's going to have in other words, some kind of relationship of 90 degrees. So let's get to it. Seeing as how cotangent is equal to a negative value of tangent, going to our casserole or going to our identities, you know that CAST, it states that if cotangent becomes a negative tangent, it can't be in quadrant 1, and it also can't be in quadrant 3. We're dealing with something in angles in quadrant 2 or angles in quadrant 4. So case 1, let's pretend we're dealing with quadrant 2. Since I am here, oops, let's see if I can get a one-sided arrow going. Since this is my angle, let's pretend that this is my angle for the cotangent. So let me color it in blue. Okay, and this is 4c minus pi over 4. 4c minus pi over 4, which is the blue arrow, is equal to a sum of pi over 2 with an extra little angle, and that's going to be my correlated angle. All right? That's what this is going to be, and I'll explain to you in just a second. Let's see, cotangent, let me use black again. So cotangent of 4c minus pi over 4, which is in blue, can be rewritten as, again, negative tangent of the green angle pi over 2 plus the correlated angle. Excuse me, sorry. Cotangent can be rewritten as this. Sorry about that. Okay, so cotangent of the blue arrow is the same as the cotangent of these two arrows added together. But using our cofunction identities, cotangent is correlated with negative tan of that correlated angle. In other words, 2c plus pi over 4. This means that that part right here is equal to this. And so the red angle plus pi over 2 equals 4c minus pi over 4. Right? This is case number 1. This is case in quadrant 2. So that means you can algebraically confidently say that this expression is equal to pi over 2 plus 2c plus pi over 4. And so let's do some algebra. I'm going to move all the c's on one side. That becomes 2c. I am going to move all the radians on the other side. That is plus pi over 4 plus this, that's pi over 2 plus 2 pi over 4. which happens to be pi over 2. Pi over 2 plus pi over 2 is equal to pi. 2c equals pi. C is going to be pi over 2. So that would be 4 pi over 2 minus pi over 4 is equal to pi plus pi over 4. Now I'm going to leave this here. That could be one answer. Now I'm going to erase this top portion to see if we can do case number 2. And I wonder if another possibility is going to show up. Erasing this. This time we're going to pretend that case number 2, we are going to be in quadrant 4. So my arrow is now down here. Let's pretend that I have this as my blue arrow, as my blue highlighter, which means my green is no longer pi over 2. It's actually going to be 3 pi over 2 plus a little extra. So my blue angle of 4c minus pi over 4 is going to equal 3 pi over 2 plus my correlated angle. So we've got the cotangent of 4c minus pi over 4 in blue. That blue arrow, as I said, could be rewritten as cotangent of, where's my green? 3 pi over 2 plus my correlated angle, which happens to be what? Well, we don't know just yet, but because of my cofunction identities, I can rewrite this as CAST, a negative tangent of that correlated angle, which of course happens to be, according to our question, 2c plus pi over 4. So go back. This 2c plus pi over 4 is this portion of my original cotangent, which means 3 pi over 2 plus 2c plus pi over 4 is equal to my blue angle. So let's do some algebra. You've got 4c minus pi over 4 is equal to 3 pi over 2 plus 2c plus pi over 4. I'm going to bring all the c's on one side again. That's 2c. I'm going to bring all the radians on the other side, being 3 pi over 2 plus pi over 4 plus pi over 4, which is 6 over 4. That's 8 over 4, 2 pi. 2c is equal to 2 pi. That means c could be pi. Oh, there are two cases. So in this question, I'm not sure what the textbook says. This opportunity to check. 4.3, question 25. It says answers may vary. Sample answer is pi over 2. But unless I did some algebraic, I guess, simplification wrong, I believe there are two possible answers. I'm going to leave the video here, and I'll just wait for you to double check my answer to see if I made any mistakes algebraically. But yeah, if it's case 2, c value could be pi over 2, which makes this true. Case 4, if c is a pi, it also makes it true. I'm going to, you know what? You've got me curious. I'm going to try it. What is cotangent 4 pi minus pi over 4? And what is tangent of 2 pi plus pi over 4? I'm going to check that on the calculator, see if I get the same answer. See, 4 pi minus pi over 4. And that is in radians, please. Tangent of that angle, 1 divided by tangent, is a -1. What do you know? And I just did that, so I'm pretty sure it's the same. 2 pi plus pi divided by 4. Is this tangent of that is going to be 1? Let me do that one more time. 4 pi minus pi divided by 4. Cotangent tangent of that is going to be a -1. 2 times pi plus pi divided by 4. Tangent of that is a 1. So maybe I did do something wrong. Let me take a look. Oh, I did. It's a negative. That's why. Negative. Well, there, that explains it. It's cotangent, positive cotangent is equal to negative tangent. So that's going to be -1. So it is correct. So both answers work. Whew, almost embarrassed myself on the video. I hope this helps. Keep working at it. I'm so proud of you guys for sending so many questions. Keep at it, and I'll see you in the next one.